As a moving business owner, your day starts with a plan. But what happens when your movers don't show and that plan falls apart? Last minute no-shows. You're left to bootstrap, jumping in as an extra body. Yet sometimes, even that's not enough. This isn't just a disruption, it's a barrier to your business growth. Introducing Moving Force, your on-demand moving team. With Moving Force, say goodbye to no-shows and hello to peace of mind. With reliable, on-demand staff ensures you're never undermanned, turning your operational nightmares into a thing of the past. Moving Force, where every day is moving day and every move is smooth. Empower your business and keep growing without missing a beat. Join Moving Force today and move forward with confidence.
Welcome to another episode of Mornings with Movers, y'all. It is Thanksgiving. I hope y'all having a great time. I hope y'all cooked and everything like that. Yes, I got my brother on the episode today, Dwayne Mack, in the building. What up?
Man, same old. I just got in. The moving don't stop, baby. Always on the road. Moving come in all shapes and sizes, baby.
Yeah, he managed to join us the same day of Thanksgiving, driving all the way from the Bronx. What happened?
That's New York, y'all. We in South Carolina. We're talking about 11-hour drive. Moving don't stop.
So, what you had to do yesterday that you couldn't come down earlier?
All right, what are you doing, man? He already told y'all who I am. I'm Dwayne. I'm his brother. I work for myself. That's one thing I do, but I also have two nonprofit jobs that I do back in New York City. So to start off with, my first 9 to 5, I work for Skyline Charitable, aka Rafa Bronx. That's a nonprofit organization coming out of New York City, straightforward coming out of the Bronx. A program coming out of the Bronx. Give you a little brief detail because I know a lot of you are scattered all over the world, so you might not understand what's going on. So in New York City, during the pandemic, my boss used to work for a company called Skyline Charitable, which under their umbrella, they have a lot of, businesses going, scaffolding, moving, windows, you name it, they probably do it all in the city. But they started a program during the pandemic to feed the needy, which was called Skyline Charity Foundation, which was a nonprofit located in one location. When my boss realized that the city was in need of food and hunger, she decided to, instead of being a nonprofit in one location, she decided to be a nonprofit mobile. So when I say mobile, basically what she felt was a lot of people was calling her and saying that they could use fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, and it was so hard for her to get to them. To bring a case of apples here and maybe 2 cases of bananas over here, which basically just bring 1,000 pounds of produce. You could just say make it easier for you. 4 cases of bananas, 4 cases of oranges, 4 cases of lettuce, 4 cases of tomatoes. Maybe 1,000 pounds of stuff to bring to 5-6 different sites in the Bronx. So she said, let's go mobile with it. Instead of staying in one location, let's just pick up from vendors and distribute to multiple people in the Bronx instead of having people come to one location. So now we're a mobile pantry. So basically, that's what I do. Instead of staying in one location, I pick up from places you might not know the names, places like City Harvest, Road NYC, Sharing Access. These are like Hunts Point Markets. These are like vendors in New York City that actually, donate goods to the needy.
Okay.
And they also need transporting people as well. And that's where we come in at.
So where you deliver these things to?
So basically, my boss, I'm the driver. You would say the driver and the coordinator. My boss is the one who does all the brain wrecking stuff. She does all the going out and all the footwork and meeting the people that she need to do the connects with and all the stuff like that. And then she bring all the good news home to me. And she tell us, listen, hey, I did the connections. It worked out well. We should start receiving about 5-6 pallets a week from them, and this is how the operation is going to, grow. This is how we grew, So basically, for example, let me show you what I did yesterday. So yesterday is Wednesday. I have a normal schedule for Wednesdays. We service is a lot. You know, I'm trying to cram it on into one. So we deal with produce and meals. So when I say produce, I mean some people might not understand. Produce is vegetables, fruits and vegetables. So we get fresh fruits and vegetables in daily, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or just about up to Saturday. And we deliver it to churches, shelters, community centers, just about anywhere that deals with the kids and the older and the elderly people. We try to cater to people that can't get out, you know, because they, you know, wheelchair bound, or you know, they could just be homebound because they sick. So we try to deal, you know, try to cater to those type of people that, you know, actually can't physically move around, but at the same time still have to eat.
We started as an emergency food relief program to address the immediate needs. There was a great need and a gap that needed to be filled, and we had the resources.
That's how it started. Let's do something useful. Let's help people that need help, and we realized that many more than I thought need assistance and help.
We put together a task force team, and Rap for Bronx was born.
It's not easy, you know. A lot of food goes to waste, you know, and there's really hungry people out there.
Rap for Bronx is the only pantry that brings it to us.
Seeing so many people step up to the occasion and seeing the best of community helped restore my hope in humanity.
In the greatest hour of need, the people of the Bronx will always step up.
Okay. So it's similar to, have you ever heard of Move for Hunger?
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
it's similar to something like that.
Yes. Similar.
Okay.
Same idea.
Okay. Yeah, because I know
like
that
a Meals on Wheels type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing with those type of people is that I could be wrong, but they're basically dedicated to one thing. So like a Meals on Wheels type of thing. They're basically dedicated to, in their main office, they prepare meals, bag them up, send them out to different, you know, people, you know, that's at home that can't afford to go out, or that, you know, again, that's, you know, maybe the handicapped people that can't afford to move around. We are kind of a little bit different. So again, like I told you, we are a nonprofit mobile pantry. So when I say mobile pantry, meaning that we do a lot. So as for pantry wise, pantries come with a lot. One, you could be a nonprofit pantry yourself, right? At this location right here that you just started maybe a year ago, but you have no vehicle to bring to support, you know, your nonprofit. So if let's say what you just said, Food for Hunger, Move for Hunger, right? Calls you and says, hey, we have X amount of pallets that we're willing to give to your site so you can feed your community. You just have to come and get it. How are you going to get it? That's what we come in. You know, the government, you have fundings from the government or wherever you have your funders from that's willing to pay for a vehicle.
Okay.
That's what we come in at. You know, you send us the information, we put everything through the paper, we put everything through the system, all the paperwork goes through, you know, tax write-off for all of us, we all get paid. And now we want to transport the stuff that you need. If this is going to be a weekly, monthly, however it's going to be, you know, we're willing to transport this stuff for you. As long as you need us, as long as the government is willing to fund us, we just want to make it happen for you guys.
Okay. Yeah, now the Move for Hunger, from what I've known from working with them, is that they work with moving companies all across the United States to get food contributed from the consumer that we work with. So the customer, you know, hey, do you got any canned goods essentially that, you know, you don't really need? I know that you're uplifting your home, but if you got any canned goods that you're not going to be using, we can take that and donate it to a food pantry.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the same thing. So Move for Hunger is just, all right, so they just the same thing as us. They're just probably more bigger and established more. See, with my company, we're a small company with 5.
Okay.
You know, so we're very small, but we do a lot for the Bronx. That's why, again, if you ever look us up again, I don't know if he's gonna post the a little blog on the bottom with our name on the bottom, but we're Rap for Bronx. For people that don't understand, that's RAP, the number 4, and the word Bronx.
Okay. Y'all heard it.
So basically, my boss, so she came up with the idea, was basically like, let's just basically wrap it up for the Bronx. You wrap it up, we'll take it, we'll service the Bronx. That was her idea, So
how many deliveries you talking about daily?
A day, we're talking about maybe anywhere between 8 to 26.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
And this is on a regular because we partner with. So let me give you a brief rundown. So Monday, let's start off with a Monday. Monday mornings, first thing Monday morning, we're talking about 7 o'clock in the morning. We got 5 pallets coming in from City Harvest. And when I mean 5 pallets, I mean we talking about a pallet that weighs about 3,000, 4,000 pounds. And each pallet is 3,000, 4,000 pounds. One pallet might be bananas, one pallet might be apples, one pallet might be oranges, one pallet might be cucumbers, one pallet might be avocados. You understand what I'm saying? That's 5 pallets on Monday morning that we're receiving. And then on top of that, we're receiving, we partner with a company called Rethink. So with Rethink, they supply meals. We transport meals for them. So they prepare 400 meals daily. Well, not daily, but Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for us. But this is what they do all year round. But for us, we transport meals for them Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. So on Monday, they bring me 400 meals. And I take the 400 meals with the produce that I receive from City Harvest. We combine that on one spreadsheet, and we distribute that out to the community. So Monday, to sum it all up, after we receive the meals and we see the produce, put on the spreadsheet so we know what we have. Well, the meals, we're going to get rid of the same day. But for the produce, we're going to try to stretch it out throughout the week with the add-on produce that we're going to have coming in on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So so everybody get a fair share of what we had throughout the week.
Okay.
We used to struggle with customers' item size and weights and the cost for inaccurate estimates. And we also ultimately had to cancel some jobs. It was when we found LiveSwitch Contact. Their video tool for quoting changed everything. We saved $5,000 in the first month alone. And our only regret is we didn't try them sooner.
All right.
That's just, I know it's a lot going on, and I know I might be chatting a lot and all that. So that's just one of my nonprofits that I do. So I tell you, when we talk about moving don't stop. All right. I'm an entrepreneur. All right. I'm one person that say, listen, I don't stop moving. Okay. That's why I tell you, when moving comes in all shapes, sizes, and forms. Okay. Because moving don't just also assumes in moving boxes. Moving can be moving anything, like you just explained to you. So let me go back into what I was saying. So now my second nonprofit that I work with, right? We fill refrigerators. So I don't know if you guys upstate are into stuff like that. It's more probably like a city thing. So down in the city, we have community refrigerators. So a community refrigerator, they post them in different neighborhoods that within need of hunger. And at these refrigerators that are by local stores, you can go, any one of us can go, and that you have stuff in your house that you're no longer using, or you might not use, and it's coming up to that date where it might go bad. You can bring it down to the refrigerator and put it in the refrigerator, and someone can use that, maybe tonight or tomorrow night, instead of you letting it sit in your refrigerator and it's going bad, or you letting it sit in your cabinet and it's going bad. Bring it down to the refrigerator. Everybody knows about the refrigerator in all the communities. And they come and they take stuff in the refrigerator. So now my job is I fill up these refrigerators on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. So I go to the refrigerators and I put breakfast items. We talking about the cereals, little school milks, bagels, little muffins, and a couple of meals. Maybe like 40 meals. Some produce, maybe a box of apples, a box of oranges. Whatever we have that week, we'll drop to the refrigerators as well. And it's for the community. It's free for whatever you want. You take, sometimes, it gets a little hectic. Somebody might try to take the whole thing, but, it's America. It's not going to always be fair.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah, no, but at the same time, we trying the best that we can to give back as much as we can, So that's my second job of me moving around with a nonprofit. And yes, I do get paid off for both of them. So that's 2 checks. Yes.
And how are you balancing that with your schedule?
Well, my schedule, how I balance is because, well, one of the jobs, I hope the IRS or nobody ain't listening or watching, So I work a 9 to 5. So both of them, when the pandemic first started, we were partnered with each other. So one guy, he'll call me and say, "Hey, I have a pickup for you. Where can you squeeze this in at in your day with with your boss, with your normal job? Where can you squeeze this in between your day to get this done, to pick it up and drop it off?" And I'll tell him, "Hey, listen, I can squeeze it in. I got an hour window here where I can squeeze it in here. I can pick it up and I could drop it off on my route while I'm doing a route, And he's like, "Cool, that'll work." So during the pandemic, especially when everything was shut down, with only essential workers out here, it was way more easier for me to handle it, So it was like I could do 2 jobs at one time and get paid twice to be in 2 places at one time. So it is a way that you could be in 2 places at one time. Don't never say there's no way you can't do something.
Now, obviously, I'm partnered with a company called Live Switch. We do a lot of video surveying and stuff like that to make sure. And usually, they work in a lot of different industries, but like in the moving industry, they usually survey the home to make sure that they can get a dialed-in picture of what the customer is moving.
Okay.
Like, do you feel like maybe your boss or a company like yours can use something like that, where basically maybe the organizations can video what they have so that I know exactly what to pick up for logistical purposes, or what do y'all use?
Oh, well, everybody has their own little format and platform of the way they service stuff. So, for example, like City Harvest, when you pick up from City Harvest, they already notate themselves on what's going out as for purchase and for donations. So they know in their system, hey, we have somebody who's purchasing stuff and we have companies who donate stuff. And then as well, we know a little bit of what they know as well, because they have a calendar for the month. And everybody's name is on the calendar who kind of receives or who's allowed to go receive some stuff. So when I say receive, I'm going to start with the receive first. So with receive, on their calendar, it'll show you Raffle Bronx on Monday, receive 5,000 pounds. And then if you click on it, it'll break it down into details what you received in those 5,000 pounds. If you received 1,000 pounds of corn, 1,000 pounds of apples, 600 pounds of this, 600 pounds of that, it'll break it down for you in detail. They might not have photo, but they have quality detail, or what they gave away to who they gave it away to, and why they do this, because at the same time, nothing is free. Start right there. So everything that's being sold or that's being given away has to be notated as a tax write.
Okay.
So
makes sense. Now, are you only getting it from companies, or do you get it from like the average person?
I mean, we get it from companies and farms, if that's what you mean.
Okay.
Average person. An average person to us is a farm.
Okay, now the farm, like, how are they notating it?
So the farm is doing it by weight as well. So everything is by weight.
Okay.
So the farm, let's say for example, I didn't mean to cut you. Let's say for example, the farm goes in his backyard and he gives us 500 pounds of collard greens. That's what he pulled out the ground, 500 pounds. And then he go pull 500 pounds of carrots out the ground. He's giving us 500 pounds of carrots. And he's weighing this with stems, sticks and stems and everything on it. He's not cutting it short or nothing like that. He's giving you everything.
All right. Now, could that ever mess up your load for the day? If they gave you more than you expected and you got multiple pickups and like...
No. So it's usually discussed beforehand. So as he's pulling and he's picking, he's telling what he has, because sometimes he might not, he only could give you what he grew. So if he only have 50 pounds of carrots that he grew that he could sell, he could donate or he could sell to us. That's all he have at the moment. Okay. It's not like he could super grow this tomorrow night, and have more carrots for you, and you have to wait till it's produced. And then he might have a shared crop that he's sharing with someone else.
Now, he's not getting paid for that. That's donation.
So that's a donation, but it's a tax write-off. So farmers look at it like this. I don't want to give away all the sauce and all the business. My job might This is, you know, some things you sign off, you can't give away all the information. But with this stuff right here, it's not, I guess it's not too much to talk about. So with farmers, all farmers don't legitly make money every day. You know, with farming is not easy, as we all make it seem. So with farmers, they have local farmers markets in their areas. So if you live upstate, let's say, for example, you guys live upstate, in Utica, they might have 1,000 farms. But in Utica, you're not making $1,000 because you have 1,000 farms. This is not the city. So in order for y'all guys to make money off your farming product, you have to sell it to local farmers, local, consumers, or you guys have to do farmer markets, or you guys have to find non-profit organizations that's willing to spend money down in the city. And that's where we come in at. So we get grants from the city to spend back with our city. So we have to spend it with the city, which is you guys, local farmers and other consumers, other big consumers out there. We'd rather spend it with the local farmers. It's going to be more expensive because you guys' fruits and vegetables are so fresh compared to the consumers who've been having it sitting in his warehouse for over a week or two. But we'd rather spend the money with the local farmers because, you know, it gives y'all some time to get your products off, give you guys some money in your pockets, and also give us some fresh fruits and produce coming down straight off the ground.
Okay. So what are you loading, like pallets throughout the day?
Oh, yeah. Only pallets, only big weight. We only dealing with big weight here.
And what size truck you driving in the city?
Well, for me, I'm a non-CDL driver, so I drive anything from a 22-footer down.
Okay, 22-footer. That's not bad. Right. Even then, I think I drove a 26-footer in New York City.
Sometimes, but I don't like them. You know why?
They too damn big.
Okay, there we go. You know, I prefer to drive 16, 18 flat face trucks in the city.
Okay.
You know, the flat faces are better in the city. You know what I'm saying? It's too much stop and go. You know, you're always on someone's bumper with a flat face. You just miss them. You know, you're good. you clear yourself. You know, it's good. It's easy to turn them little narrow blocks, you know, with the flat face, you know. So you start to learn these things as you move around. You know, that's part of moving. You know, that's what I said. Moving comes with a lot.
New York City is a different animal when you're driving trucks. Yeah.
Yes.
I picked up a 26-foot truck, taking it back up to Albany from Brooklyn. And I'll tell you, trying to get on these narrow highway entrances and cars not letting you go by with a 26-foot truck.
You have to be very aggressive when you're driving in New York, especially with a truck. Oh, you won't get nowhere because the cars will keep you and push you back.
And then beep at you because you ain't moving. So it is a different breed down there. And the crazy part is, and that's why I don't ever want to move in New York City, is that they managed never to have any elevators in the buildings that you're moving to.
Yeah.
And we had to walk up 4 flights of stairs one day after coming from Albany with a full load. And it was not fun whatsoever because you're just looking at the apartments and you're like, how are you planning on getting all this stuff in your apartment? Like, it is so small, these apartments.
They'll try it. They'll try it. They will try.
And, oh, yeah, the parking violations and regulations down there is ridiculous.
Trust me and believe me, I done see somebody move a 3-bedroom. They lived in a house. Let's start right there. So they had took the stuff out of a 3-bedroom family house and moved it into a 1-bedroom, nice size apartment, but a 1-bedroom. The only thing that they left was the furniture, but they took everything else. They was gonna buy new furniture, all the clothes, all the like house, the kitchen appliances, we said everything. All they didn't take was the couches and the beds. They took the kitchen table, everything else. From a 3-bedroom to a 1-bedroom. Like,
that's crazy.
The kid, she said the kid was moving on with his girlfriend, but he still needed to keep his stuff at home. The other child moved on to college. She's moving to the city because of a better job. And it was like the downgrade from the house to the apartment. Big apartment.
Oh, okay, because we moved a person from a garage because it was a daughter, so the parents put all their stuff in the garage down in New York City, and they went into a studio.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, okay, so
it's kind of like the same size, but
we got a 15-foot truck, you know, not full to the brim, but it's full.
Because the garage can hold a lot.
Yeah, and we trying to move stuff up to an apartment. Now we got to watch out for two things. We got to watch out for one. We had a double park. You don't double park in New York City, but then two, because we had a double park, we got to watch out for the guy coming to give us a ticket.
We call him Ticket Master. That's what we call him in New York City. When you see the guy with that vest on and that bright, what they call it, I want to say teal, but that bright lime green hat that she wear in the wintertime, we call him Ticket Master.
The crazy part is they don't need to be up on your vehicle nowadays. Like they got some more advanced with it where they can do it from their car.
Look, Ticketmaster is like this. You park your car, right? You see this right now? You don't see nothing, right? So look, you didn't even lock the door yet. Soon you go, choop, choop. That's Ticketmaster. He's like this with on your car. Beep. Ticket. You ain't even been there 2 seconds. That's Ticketmaster.
And they're fast with it. Like remember the old days, y'all, when they used to write them up in the book and then give you a ticket so you have enough time to run out to the car and be like, oh, hey, I just been here for 2 seconds. Nah, it only take them 2 seconds. Put it in that envelope fold, put it right on your dash, and keep it moving.
I think they be standing by the store like Inspector Gadget with a trench coat on, right? No hat, just a trench coat and a newspaper. As soon as you park the car, they drop them and take the trench coat off, and they got the uniform on. They're like, just beep, got him. I think that's how they move. I don't know where they come from. I'm telling you, I'm from New York. You know what I mean? I know we all do a little bad things here, so don't act like you guys don't. All right? I'll park my car right at a fire hydrant. I'll look up the block. I'll look down the block. I'll look across the street. And I don't see him. I don't see him. And I'll go right there to the coffee stand and say, hey, let me get a coffee, light and sweet. He said, coming right up. And I turn around, and all I said was, I just walked to him and said, let me get a coffee, light and sweet. Look. Hey, I'm right here. How did he get me? This was only 5 seconds. I mean, literally 5 seconds. I'm literally like maybe 20 steps away from my car. Like, how did he get me? You understand what I'm saying? That's why we call him Ticket Master. So he mastered this. They master this. They master how to get you. I don't know how they do it, but they know how to do it. That's why I said moving comes in all shapes and forms. They know how to move on you. All right?
All right, guys, my name is Brandon. I'm with Max Move Management, and here's 11 steps on how to have a perfect move. The first one, the office should call, or your dispatcher should call the customer 2 days prior to arrival. The reason for this is just in case the customer has a closing on the house, maybe they weren't able to secure, a babysitter for the child or a pet sitter. You definitely want to call 2 days in advance. This helps the customer be prepared, and you make sure that you as well know that you're going to a customer that's also prepared. 2, the crew should also call the customer prior to arrival to the home. After the guys have already geared up, you got all your equipment in your truck, you got your address punched into your GPS, go ahead and either the driver or the helper, give the customer a call or a quick text, let them know that you're en route to your location, and provide them with the ETA. This also sets the expectation for the customer to be back home just in case they want to drop their kids off to school. For the third one, look to keep the customer happy, break the ice in the beginning. So pretty much this means when you walk up to the house, knock on the door with your best mannerism that your mother taught you, or father, you knock on the door, introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Brandon. I'm the foreman. This is my helper. And you introduce the team that you have with you.
So pretty much we got a little bit of time left, but we're going to talk about Thanksgiving because we are here on this day for family. And Mom, she's been in the kitchen. She moving. She was cooking all day yesterday. She was moving. So we're going to eat good. We're going to have that candy yam, some mac and cheese, the collard greens, the fried chicken. Oh, man. I'm going to definitely need to get in the gym after this. I don't know about you, but I'm going to need to get in the gym. You work out every day.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not what you eat, it's how much you eat. You know what I'm saying? So let me go there real quick. I know I do a lot of talking. Let me go there. It's not about what you eat, it's how much of it you eat. As long as you keep moving, it's okay. Calories can always be worked off for you. As long as you move it. You don't have to always work out, be in the gym, do exercise type of movement. As long as you're moving, it's okay. So, as long as you're not a slouch, just eat and relax.
So I had to talk with my podcast host Ryan last week, and he's a person where he don't like his food touching on a plate. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm like that too. I'm like that too. I'm sorry, Ryan. You my guy, man. I'm like that too, man. Why? And I tell you, listen, man. I like my spaghetti, pasta first. Then the sauce on the top.
Oh, you don't like the goulash?
I don't like it mixed.
It's gonna mix anyway.
I mean, it is, but let me mix it. You know, let me mix it. You know, maybe at the moment I might just want to have just all noodles right now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I might just no funny stuff. Maybe I just want to have a mouthful of sauce at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me choose how I want to taste this portion of food that I'm about to eat right now. And it's the same thing with Thanksgiving dinner. Since we're talking about Thanksgiving dinner, you know, don't pow my rice with the collard greens on the top. You know what I'm saying? Or with the beans on the top, and then the chicken and this gravy and everything piled on top. No. Let's spread this out, because when I get ready to eat it, I want to see how does rice taste. I want to see how that mac and cheese tastes. You know what I'm saying? I want to taste how these collard greens taste, not with the collard greens with the gravy mixed on top of it, or the collard greens, you know what I'm saying, mixed with any other sauces that might have combined it with it, with the barbecue sauce on it, like you mix the chicken with it.
With the yam sauce?
I know it's all gonna go down the same way, but let me taste the flavors of each and every food item that I have on my plate before it combines with all other mixture flavors.
Oh man, I want to hear y'all thoughts in the comments.
That's all I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with a little collard green juice in the rice, and
I don't like all that, because how you know I want my rice? You know what I'm saying? My rice all soggy now because the collard green juice got all over. You know what I'm saying? I like solid rice. I don't like soggy rice. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes, you know, some things you gotta leave.
Bro, I'm saying, you're gonna get one of those divided trays, or you're gonna
that's like when I go to the restaurant, right? I'm a strategic person. I go to the restaurant, right? First of all, start like this. Any restaurant I go to, I bring my wife out here right now. She'll tell you something. All right. When we go to the restaurant, I need plastic silver. I used to work in a restaurant. I don't even eat out there. They're forks and spoons. All right. When you bring me a cup, I'm examining the cup and I need a straw. Okay? This is what we're talking about stuff touching stuff. All right? When they bring me my dessert, right? You know how the dessert says the apple pie with the ice cream on the top? I'm telling the guy, can you bring me the ice cream on the side with the hot apple pie? Don't put it on top.
Because it's gonna melt.
Because it's gonna melt. You understand the difference? You know, I don't like it touching. I understand it looks good. That's how it comes. But is there a way that you can do it this way? Where I can still have it to what you're telling me, but have it my way.
So he want the water with the lemon, y'all. He don't want the lemonade.
Yeah, I want the water. Oh, definitely healthy for you. Definitely healthy for you. I'll tell you right now. You go there, don't think I'm cheap, but don't give me lemonade. Please bring me a nice glass of water with lemon on the side. Definitely healthy for your intestines.
And the sugar?
I mean, no sugar. No.
Okay. No, so it's just water and lemon.
Just straight water and lemon.
Because, you know, if you got the 3 ingredients, you might as well not have lemonade.
No. No sugar. Sugar not good for you. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I said, it's not about what you eat, it's how much you eat. And where you can cut back at, you need to cut back at. So, you know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with the water at dinner. You know, lemonade, you're going to always have juice, sugar, that stuff come and go.
All right, y'all. So y'all know it. You know, proportion your food out, but move right at the same time. We are at the top of the episode, so thanks for joining, bro.
Anytime, man.
So,
anytime y'all need moving advice, man, just tune in.
And obviously, Rap for Bronx.
Yes.
We're going to have that link down there. So, you know, again, let's keep helping the cause grow. Y'all keep growing out there. Moving Force is your on-demand team for every move. So if you guys need that extra labor, we got your back. We don't stop moving around here, y'all. All right, y'all. Keep crushing it. We'll see y'all later.